What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And in today's video, we are going over the newly EZA awakened Dawn of an Ideal World Fusion Zamasu. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, with this being the showcase for the EZA Zamasu, there's only been a few things that really changed within his passive and his skill set and everything like that. So, we're really just going to go over that, and we're going to go over it while we do the video. I'm not going to do a whole separate segment at the end of the video. For the time, purpose and, time constraint and whatnot, we're just going to go ahead and go over it while we're here. So we are going in with a STR LR Goku Black Friend unit just to give us a little bit more support on that future and extreme setup. Now, for the leader skill, I'm pretty sure that's, pretty much the same as the Worldwide Chaos or Patara category Q+4 in HP. Attack and defense go up by 170. Then for the first super attack, Blades of Judgment, greatly raises attack and massively raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack. Then for the ultra super attack, it is the Holy Wrath, massively raises attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers attack. So as to what I know, these super attacks are doing a lot more damage and have a lot more advantage to them overall than what he was pre-EZA. Now, when we get into the passive, upon the entrance animation, when there's another Patara category ally on the team, upon the character's entry, that's when we get the whole, entrance advantage right there. He does receive the additional key +1 per key sphere obtained, and then changes all tech key spheres to rainbow key spheres for 5 turns. So that's going to be a huge help. The fact that he is a rainbow key sphere changer, that's probably one of the key things that you need sometimes. Well, not even sometimes, a good ordeal of the time when you're going through some of these stronger battles. That's going to be a huge benefit for us. Now, for the basic effects, he does receive the additional key +1 per key sphere obtained, randomly changes key spheres to a certain type, and tech are excluded to end key spheres. Attack and defense goes up by 200%, damage reduction rate goes up by 30%. Then, when attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense goes up by 50% and then launches the additional super attack. Then, when attacking with 18 or more key, attack and defense goes up by 50%. Attacks are effective against all types, launches the additional super. And then, when attacking with 24 key, attack and defense go up by 100% and then performs the critical hit. So, with that being said, you're stacking a lot more key now with this guy. Now that he has the EZA, a lot more attack and defense is starting to pretty much stack. And then you also have the damage reduction that pretty much stacks. Well, I won't say the attack and defense stack, but just depending on the key, and being that he's changing these key spheres, that shouldn't even be a problem. So, in a way, you can kind of see it as like a, pretty much like a stacking type of situation. And then he's also stacking a lot of super attacks, as you can see. So damage reduction rate goes up by 10% when the turn up to 30%. And then he stacks the key +1 that can go up to 5. That is for every attack received or dodged. And then every time the character receives 3 or more attacks in battle, or every time the character dodges 3 or more attacks in battle, he does recover the 10% HP at the end of the turn. That can only go up to once within the turn. Then receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. Nullifies it and counters with tremendous power with 10 or more key spheres obtained. And then for the active skill, he massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and stuns the enemy for 1 turn. Now, that does have to be after performing 5 or more super attacks. That's the whole, activation stimulation for that. So overall, he's a lot. He's a lot more dependable. Is he a slot one type character? Not for just any type of situation. You know, you kind of gotta. I feel like you kind of have to read that situation if you want to put him in slot one. He does have that damage reduction, and you can, you know, really install a lot of dodge into his kit. But, you know, depending on him to be in slot one, I would say he's more of a slot two character. You know, if you can get STR Goku Black in slot one and then put him in slot two, I see that as being the better situation that you know, really want to be in. Like this right here, I will put the AGL Goku Black clone towards the end of the rotation. Excuse me. And then Goku Black, he's really, you know, that character right now. So I'm not worried about him, whether or not he can withstand attacks, because he pretty much can. See, my whole It Orb situation got kind of fucked up right there. So just have to go with the flow, give those to the clone, and we should be good. I'm pretty sure the friend unit, he's max link level 10, so he's really going to be doing, you know, the max damage that he can whenever he can. 27 mil for the output. A little double digit damage right here. Alright. See, it's really the supers that Super Saiyan Blue Goku dishes out sometimes, and it's like you really have to watch the team that you bring into this fight. Because if you are not keen on, you know, who can withstand this and that in certain slots, then you can easily lose to this battle. We got Fusion Zamasu. Being that he hasn't really built up all the attack yet, plus the key is really what effed us up with those key spheres. Let's see. It's a 15 mil with the output. He did a few additional supers, so I'm not really mad at it. Plus, he's not max link level 10 yet, so once he is max link level 10, I know the ordeal, you know, in certain situations will be a lot more beneficial for us. But for right now, he is not max link level 10. And I think it's really because of, like, I try to boost up links on certain links and then I forget about some. Okay. So the tag is now available for Zamasu. And yeah, this is a pretty good situation right here. So we can activate the domain of physical Goku Black. I'm gonna go ahead and put the physical Goku Black in slot 1. It's a little bit risky, but you know, I really don't have too much doubt in him. So now we have the transformed clone version of Goku Black. So we should be just fine, like I said, in slot 1 with him. And then I'll probably just sit on the active for my STR Goku Black, because I just don't want to use it this early. I would rather use the friend Goku Black's active skill before I use mine. You know, basically just so I can see what mine can do, you know, when I activate the supporting, you know, active skill for the friend unit. That is basically going to give that buff and that support to my unit. So, you know, that's something that I always think about. Now, I did go ahead and use the Fusion Zamasu active because we have the domain, you know, in activation. So I figure, you know, with that going around for 4 turns, it will be a little bit of a mix with the domain and then the next active skill that comes around. But I still just wanted to see how much Zamasu could do just then in that moment, because I did want to work on Super Saiyan Blue Goku and his health or his HP bar. You know, it's still kind of up there. Ooh, we just took a crucial hit. Yeah, with this HP bar still being up there a little bit, I wanted to go ahead and dish out, you know, a powerful additional attack outside of the actual slot attacks. Should be fine. We're dealing 0 though, so that's not good. Okay, so we got 71 million. 71 mil to start off is not bad at all. And then 54 for the output. Then another 50 mil for this. Come on, way to go for Black. Come on. That's all I was really looking for him to at least knock him into the next HP bar. And then EZA Goku Black, the AGL version that just dropped for his EZA, he's pretty good. He's a very well-balanced, you know, super EZA character. And then the fact that he has guard now, so, you know, we can withstand powerful supers like this. You know, you see, like, we're taking double-digit damage right there. So it's not too bad to have him on the team now. So he's a pretty good, you know, supporting character, especially if you have the Extreme Future Team set up and you have the new Goku Black, you got the Fusion Zamasu with his EZA. Like, there's so much potential in this team now that is crazy.
人間ゼロ計画を成し遂げるため最も醜い者に重い罰を受けてもらう
Man, that active is so clean. Like, the way it does, kind of like a 3D, then like a 2D. Like, they definitely cooked on these animations. And then the battle motion for Goku Black, I don't think I spoke on it too much in the last video, but his is just amazing. Top tier. Okay, so we did 31 mil off the buff from the friend Goku Black. So pretty decent. Then also keep in mind, okay, we're gonna get hella HP back from that. Yes, sir. Definitely needed that. But I guess you could say, like I said, you know, since he's not max link level 10, we weren't really able to see the full potential of Fusion Zamasu. And then probably if I would have waited a tad bit longer to use it, I probably would have had a hell of a lot more damage for sure. At least probably around like 50 mil. So next time we will, you know, kind of like prioritize on kind of extending it a little bit to see if, you know, he really deals that huge damage that I want to see for that active skill. But like I was saying too, I saw it as a good moment because I had just used the friend Goku Black's active skill. So I was like, okay, well, it should give him a good little buff off of that. So that's what I was going off of thought process wise. We're still starting off with 41 mil, and that's, you know, great. That's a lot better than what he was starting out with pre-EZA. Okay. We're getting a lot of additional supers. That's definitely what you want to see right there. And he can hold his own. Oh, 60 mil. I forgot they got the time buff still on this Goku Black. This LR Goku Black is phenomenal right now, bro. If you have him, especially if you have him rainbowed or something, he should be cooking for you right now, man. Mine is only at 55% and he's still doing hella damage, so Hey, I'm telling you, if you have them right now, really take advantage of them. Now, this type of setup is going to be pretty smooth. This setup right here, probably, yeah, let's go ahead and do info slot 1. That, and then settle it out for, with the clone right here. 75. Oh, went out to 80 mil. Let's go. Let's see what that damage talking about. 49 with the output, and 56 for this additional. Yeah, this STR Goku Black. This is what we needed. This is what the future Extreme team needed, bro. Because what we had previous in the game was that boo-boo. That was that garbage. Now you literally have a whole team set up. I still got to do a showcase on the Goku Black clones, honestly, because if you have used them, you have them rainbowed. I'm pretty sure most of mine are almost max link level 10. So if I can get that full team set up and showcase that to you guys, that'll probably be my next video. And then I also have my hands on the STR Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta unit. So I still need to do a showcase on them. Then we have part 2 coming up for next week. So really, I'm about to start just dishing out videos, just one after the other. I need to get back on my Dokkan grind anyways. But yeah, that's going to be the main aim for like the rest of this week going into next week. And then, like I said, part 2 drops. We're going to get prepared for that. Let's see, 18 mil. That's not bad. It's really not bad, honestly. Like, free-to-play units, bro. They're actually cheese now. And this is what I was kind of questioning about Dokkan a little bit while ago. It's like, why do they feel like the free units have to be ass? Like, why not just make them at least decent? You know what I'm saying? At least like good to where whatever meta team is being used, they can actually be used on that team and still be, good aging units within, the next upcoming years. So I feel like this is like the real first batch of free to play characters that are really just good. And then of course we had the Bio Broly that dropped last year around this time probably. And well, it was probably around like August, September when he dropped. But Bio Broly was actually hard too. He actually had a big contribution to the extreme, Broly, just whole extreme setup really. But definitely, more of like a Broly-based team, of course. So we will finish off with the EZA AGL Goku in slot 3. Zamasu is going to give us a good performance in slot 2, being that we're wrapping it up now. See what the friend unit does. Pretty good damage. Yeah, get that in there. Then Zamasu's coming out with 53. Should have an output of like 2. Oh shit. Output was 40. Yeah. Zamasu is definitely a more viable unit to use on the team now. And, keep in mind, this is a stronger Redzone phase to go up against. So the damage might look a tad bit minuscule. But if we were in a different Redzone fight right now, bro, Zamasu would be fucking that boss up, bro. That HP bar would be fucking diving low, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And then the AGL EZA Goku Black, like I was saying earlier, that man is a great supporting character. He's able to finish it up. So there we go. That's pretty much my showcase for EZA in LR Zamasu. He's a great character for the future Extreme team. If you have him rainbowed, if you don't have him rainbowed, that's probably the best time to get that done. If you do have him rainbowed, I would definitely take advantage of, the whole team setup. But let me know what you think about him down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next Dokkan Battle video. You guys take care. Peace.